Oh, hey, well, look who all woke up. Good morning. How'd you all sleep? I want to share a verse with you first thing this morning from out of the book of Revelations, chapter 12, verse 11, which tells us that we won the victory over the devil because of the blood of the Lamb and the word of our testimony. Today, I want to share a testimony from a dear friend of mine, Sandra, who boldly shared with me a struggle she experienced while on her faith journey. Her story is filled with hope and inspiration as she pressed forward through her struggle with unwavering faith, knowing that God's grace will work it out for her good. Her testimony not only glorifies God, it also showcases the miracle He worked into her life in a season of uncertainty. Come kick it with me and my friends, guys. All three of us are walking testimonies to the Lord and are proof that God is in the business of doing the impossible again and again. Again and again. Peace and God bless. Hear my friend's story.
Yeah.
You know, when Mom was going through her thing, you know, I wanted to share her story too because
Yeah.
that was
Sandra,
unreal.
Please share. Yeah. Please share.
I was in my 30s. I
20
think.
years ago.
Yes, 20 years. It was 20 years yesterday?
Today. Well,
Today?
yeah. This month, sometime. I'm not really sure.
Oh,
yeah,
please
about
elaborate.
this.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah,
tell
this
them
week.
tell them testimony from like front to back. I mean,
Well, 20 years ago in March, woke up one morning and my lymph nodes were swollen up so much, and I couldn't talk.
Oh.
Not higher than this. I was a whisper.
Oh.
And
Yeah.
so I went to work, and a coworker said to me, you better have an ENT check you out and see what's going on with that. She didn't say, but I think she suspected that I probably had lymphoma. So I went to have the blood drawn, and the doctor told me that he was going to check for mononucleosis or lymphoma. I was an older adult, so he wasn't sure that it would be mono. Anyway, when the test came back, it came back as mono and not lymphoma at all. And
Was that treatable?
yes.
No
But
complications?
No complications. But I think I walked around like 5 months.
you were
with my lymph nodes were swollen. I couldn't talk. I couldn't answer my phone at work.
your shirt was. You told me your shirt was tight against your neck.
Like a t-shirt, like what Michelle has.
She
on,
couldn't
an
wear that.
18-inch.
Swelled
Yeah,
up.
It was her neck was
swollen.
wide. Yeah.
I had 18-inch necklace. I couldn't wear that. But anyway, I walked around 5 months thinking I had mono. The doctor told me that in older adults like I was, it would take probably 6 months. So here it's at the 5-month mark, and one day he called me and its bottom fell out of everything. He said, I made an appointment with you with the oncologist. And so I went, and the oncologist set up a series of tests. I had an ultrasound, a CAT scan, a really thorough examination, PET scan, and came back and said that I had this non-Hodgkin's large cell lymphoma.
Stage
Elaborate.
4.
What is that?
I was totally engulfed from my knees. Your whole lymphatic system is from your knees up into your head.
Yeah.
And in 5 months, it just
Spread.
it was in my whole lymphatic system. And so being at the stage that I was at, the oncologist wanted to do a bone marrow aspiration. And I'm thinking, how are you going to do a bone marrow aspiration?
Yeah.
So I was
That
going to
sounds like it hurts.
Well, I was put out. It was on my birthday. My birthday was July 20th, and I had this done on my birthday, and it was laying on my belly. I was put it to sleep with a needle like this.
Not in your back, is it?
Yeah.
Oh.
In the
I
hip,
know.
in
That
the
was
hip,
painful.
and took
I don't like that.
the marrow out. But, well, when I found out that I had the non-Hodgkin's lymphoma, I started asking people to pray. I had friends in Florida. Ask her to pray. So she had other friends in Georgia, up in Massachusetts, anywhere in New England. And also there were people out on the West Coast that I didn't know. So people were praying for me from the north and the south, to the east and the west, for this. So anyway, I say that because when I was going in for the bone marrow aspiration, I prayed and asked God that the cancer not be in the bone marrow, because bone marrow,
Yeah, that's the
you're done.
bad one.
You're
Yeah, I
done.
heard about that one, yeah.
And So I went to his office then for the appointment to see if it was in my bone marrow, and he said it was clear.
Nice.
So it started, it
Nice.
was clear. And I praise God because I prayed and prayed.
Yeah.
Everybody prayed.
Everybody
so
prayed. Yeah.
then,
And it tells us, if two of you on earth agree on any one thing, it'll be given to you by the Father who is in heaven.
yes,
That's the power of prayer.
that's it.
I went through that too with everybody at our church. When Cassie prayed,
Good.
Cassie called everybody at the church and asked them to pray for me on my behalf. And,
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
And
Yeah.
I accredit a lot of my healing and recovery to that part of it.
Absolutely.
Because they prayed for a miracle. I didn't know this until I showed up to church. Like, they prayed to God that he would reveal a miracle through me. And according to all the statistics, I should be dead. I shouldn't be alive.
Yeah,
Nobody survives a brain
nobody's-
aneurysm,
No.
especially when it ruptures in your head.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah,
you don't. Bruce Lee didn't survive it.
That's right.
No.
That's
You know?
right. That's right.
Well, see, that to me is the fact that you survived that.
Yeah.
15 minutes before you got to the hospital is the Lord has something for you.
Yes.
You have an appointment here, and He wanted you alive.
And you know what? That furnace of affliction has revealed some of that to me. You know, and that it's made me like unselfish and not think about myself. It's made me realize, you know, all the pain and suffering that I went through, all the intrusive thoughts and the emotional battles,
Exactly.
you know, all the everyday struggles I was
flesh.
dealing with, you know, like I realized like there was a whole community of people out there dealing with the same thing,
Yes.
you know,
More than we
and
know.
and it was crazy how we were all interconnected and how we all felt the same. We all felt alone.